this, alright?
No, you're good.
Okay, no, we
just remember, if you put chrome down, you have to let it dry for a fat minute. So try and be as like swift and close to the wall as possible with that chrome.
I come here a lot to practice. We found a clean freight, a clean layup that we're gonna try and do pretty quickly. At any moment, they could just kind of move. I mean, you could hear it, but like down there, you could hear a hissing. That usually means that it's gonna be moving soon. So whatever you're doing kind of has a time crunch. Whatever you're doing, do it
We've painted like a train yard before and gotten chased by people, waited like an hour or two, came back, finished it. It's like playing cat and mouse, I don't know. It's a little childish, but it's so fun. Like, it's just that adrenaline behind it for sure.
It's an adrenaline rush, and when you go out and paint, you know, on the streets, it's just your heart starts thumping. It gets you going. It's similar to any other action, you know, sports. Like I used to rock climb, and it's, you know, once you get up 600-700 feet, it's kind of nerve-wracking. Same with painting. When I'm painting out in the wild, it gets my heart going. It's fun. I love it.
When I do graffiti, it's like an itch. It's an addiction. You can't get away from it. It's gonna call your name. It's gonna whisper into your ear. And there's times when you're just laying out at night, and I can't fall asleep because I just want to go outside and I want to take that train to the city, and I just want to tag up, bro. That's what graffiti is for me, bro. It's an addiction, and I'm addicted to that shit, bro. I'm Smokes. I come from West Side, Chicago, Illinois. When I first got into graffiti, it was a year ago, and I didn't have nothing. I was homeless, so it was for the fun of it, man. I was stealing the cans. I was writing. It was the heartbeat of not wanting to get caught. Man, I had the time of my life when I started graffiti. So when I'm trying to make a piece, looking at a wall that I think needs to have a piece down and I think that has my name, like I want to have my name on it and I want to write it, I start kind of just brainstorming and I start shaping up a little. I'm trying to make art. I'm not trying to do a little yip and yap, you feel me? These are my pieces, and I'm not trying to just tag up and make a little sketchbook of my name, you know? I'm trying to actually tag some shit, bro. This is what I represent. I'm from Chicago, bro. This is Chi-Town, man. Look, bro, this is what I write, bro. So look, whenever you're thinking of like, oh, like I'm trying to make a wall, I'm always gonna try to make some shit that's gonna be like this shit, bro, because my name has to be on that fucking wall, bro, regardless.
With graffiti, it's like, I want to be so good that people look at it and be like, wow, like, that's Cakes. Like, Cakes would do something like that, like my own little brand. I got inspired from a friend. She started tagging before me, and I was like, that is so cool. Like, she just has her own name and her own font, and I always thought graffiti was cool, but I started tagging, like just doing simple fonts and things of that sort. It just started to grow on me. I just put my own spin to it. Sometimes it'll just like come to my head, like I just drew these just cause. I like the little scary looking characters, especially at nighttime, like they're fun to fall asleep too. At nighttime it looks more surreal, like they were like characters that came to life. Like right now it just looks like they're painted on the wall, but at nighttime it's like, wow, if I was off shrooms right now, I would be tripping balls. I'm not perfect now. I'm definitely not perfect, but I'm far from where I started. Cause at first it was just a weak little pattern. Like it just looked like child play. But now I feel like I've put my own spin to it. It's not the same every time, but every time I'm getting better.
I know I'm getting better. I know I'm getting cleaner. It's just like, yeah, it's a bad trait to have, that you're like never satisfied. I'd rather not be impressed with myself. It's like a tortured soul. It's like there can never be enough. I could go out for 8 hours straight, dumping adrenaline all night, you know, and like be driving home. Oh shit, there's a little spot right there. Let me jump out. It's like, dude, you just did like 6 pieces throughout the night. Like you can go home. It's like, like one little more, and like you do it and it's not even good. It's a obsession. Yeah, it's just an obsession, honestly. I think with other artists, it might be easier to like, hey, I go home and I oil paint, you know, and then your coworker's like, all right, let me see what you did. And you show them, I don't know, a landscape of an oil painting of some trees in a river or something, you know. It's like my coworker's like, let me see what you did. And I show them a train and they're like, that could potentially just make me not have a job. And that's something that I try to keep separate. And it's a really funny like line that I walk, that, you know, it's almost like it's alter ego. It's a double life.
It's like Bruce Wayne and Batman. I go to work and I'm Bruce Wayne, and this is right now when I'm Batman. Like it's a double life. It's really hard to explain. Like most artists want to show their face. They want to be known. You know, I got into this to be infamous, not to be famous.
It's mostly illegal, so like I feel like that's why a lot of people don't use their real name when they tag. You know what I'm saying? Like jams, booski, cakes. Like it's kind of like a code thing, like an inside community.
I mean, I got caught, but I didn't say shit. They took me in. You know, I almost caught an assault charge because I ended up pushing the officer, and he was gonna come cuff me up, and he fell, and they took me in, bro. And they took my mugshot and shit. But I ain't say nothing. That's all it took. I ain't have to say shit.
I had my run-in with a cop. I was like on the train tracks near my house, and I was trying to show my friend how to do graffiti. And I didn't even get a chance to show him graffiti because before I knew it, cops pulled up on us and we got chased out. But I didn't get caught. He didn't get caught. I remember just being like, oh wow, that was scary. Like, I know my adrenaline. Like, I was surprised I escaped them. I had to hide in a bush to hide from them. So yeah, that was pretty wild.
Vandalism, I don't know, cause it's art. But then I would categorize like vandalism is when you're throwing some fucking doo-doo ass on the wall. Don't be writing on people's shit unless it's cool.
Right now, I always start off with the eyes. This is gonna feel like a Bob Ross tutorial, but I always start off with my eyes. The corners sharp. I personally believe in a way of doing my graffiti that I think leaves no harm. I don't spray paint any public property. The only type of place I would spray paint is an abandoned building, somewhere covered in spray paint, not owned by anyone at the current moment. I don't like when people make a community look worse. I think there's ways you can graffiti to add art and life to the community. I think it's just making the city look better. I like seeing all this color everywhere. Everything nowadays turning so modern and so industrial and gray. I like seeing the splash of color everywhere.
Yeah, I was getting hissing and stuff, Zach. You got hurt.
I gotta start on this side. Real quick, I'm gonna be right here. My bad. So, I just heard the train start. So now it's like a little game. Now I got a time limit. Let's see if I can finish it up.
The difference about Chicago and when you're getting into graffiti is real, graffiti is raw. From the gang signs that you see in the different hoods, those are warning signs, you know what I mean? Down to the wall that you write of your name. It means everything, bro, because you're putting all of your real, raw emotions into that piece.
I think Chicago is a lot more connected with graffiti. Like in New York, it's too competitive in my opinion. Like there's so much war going on in the scene to where people don't get along, but out here, everybody's kind of like almost working together.
Is that a weed pen? Sure, thanks.
Yeah, there's a lot of beef for sure still going on in Chicago, but I think everyone in their way out here is a lot more connected out here in Chicago.
That he's doing, that thin pink, it just like brings the whole thing together.
People like to really group up and like share their projects and ideas with each other.
I go by Solo or Solomon. That's what I write, that's my graph name. Graff community in Chicago is really close-knit, so like I kind of, once you meet one guy, he'll introduce you to another guy, then you just start going to Graff events, meeting people, and so like everybody's kind of connected by like 1 degree. Like if you don't know somebody, you're gonna know somebody that knows them.
Right there, that's perfect, bro. Yeah.
It's like
this basement's bigger over here. how fucking...
It's this perspective, I
Yeah,
think.
you think so?
Maybe. There was a really cool cafe in this building right here. It was Archie's. A good friend of mine ran it. I spent so many nights out here. So I've always wanted to paint this wall because they just needed someone to execute and organize. It's years in the making. I feel like some of your other stuff is like more spiky, and this is super curvy. Just my observation.
Maybe I'm not as angry.
Not as spiky. Not feeling too spiky today. There's a big culture in Chicago graffiti community about like taking the space you want. Because we don't like going through bureaucracy and waiting years to get the okay. And there's massive amounts of public space that needs to be used for beautification. And like, one thing about graffiti, I think, is the innovation of space and how you use it. I'm just throwing down my sketch. I have a little reference right here that I did last night. So I'm trying to replicate as much as I can. I'm doing a diagonal piece. This is definitely a big spot, bigger than I'm used to, so gotta make my letters big. It's always a process. Every time it's a process. It's like figuring out a puzzle. to get it just the way you want it, just like the sketch.
There's more like the dark, the more serious ones, or there's even people who do like art for protests, you know, like ICE. I think all art just kind of speaks for itself, and it's how the artist wants to be perceived by other people.
I use a lot of different methods. This is like technically called wild style. This is not my typical style, but I've just been practicing, just trying different things. I'll draw something on my iPad and then I'll project it, and I'll either chalk it and then I'll paint it. Once I got a chalk outline, I decide the different colors. Like it just depends on what colors you want to go with, but you know, it's just kind of making it look good. I hate to say it, it's just a lot of trial and error, to be honest.
I definitely think Chicago does not like street art, sort of. I mean, for the culture and what people look at it as, I think it's a lot more appreciated, but by the city itself, I definitely don't think so. I mean, from the crime they place behind what it is when you do graffiti, they make it look terrible. And then also, not a lot of artwork stands to this day. I think that's a very big note. Usually a graffiti artist will write somewhere and the next day the city will come and completely clean it off, you know? And people don't get to kind of experience that. And I think, you know, in my eyes like that, the city just doesn't appreciate art like that, even though there are some really beautiful and cool murals around the city by like local and other street artists. I think for the entirety of what graffiti is known as, it's not appreciated enough.
The buff here in the city of Chicago kind of deterred and demotivated a lot of people from wanting to do more and wanting to continue to do graffiti, because when you spend your time in risking your freedom on trying to do this, and then you come back the next day and it's gone. I just feel like graffiti doesn't get enough credit currently for like the selflessness that artists go through to put their work up. It's my choice, the money I spend, the energy I spend, you know, the jail visits, the lawyer fees, all that is all my choice, you know. But most artists don't have to go through that to create what they want to create.
I don't want my audio clean, and my face, I want it blurred or pixelated or whatever, you know. So just to be clear, whoever's editing, thank you.
I'm gonna fix these letters up. You see how the chrome is bleeding through the black?
Yeah. Why is that?
I think that's just the paint.
Is it because it's not dry?
Yeah, it could be the chrome not settling as much.
Because I see you went over it here. You'll be able to fix
Oh, fuck. Was that might have been the one, the other one. It's scary. It gets scary.
We're scaring the crap out
If you can hit a train, that's good. I really like seeing train art while I'm waiting for the train. I feel like everyone can agree that having your train covered in spray paint makes a train wait a lot easier. It's changed so much. Every single year there's new ideas, new people coming into the scene. And then there's always stuff like this, just beginner stuff. People coming in with a can of spray paint for the first time and starting their career. I see it becoming a lot more political with everything going on. I think we'll see a lot stronger messages in the graffiti we see now. And I think that's amazing. I think that we need a constant reminder of what's going on in our society. And I feel like having the message be out there in art is amazing.
I like to do like political stuff sometimes where I'm sending a message. I think people are pretty conscious in Chicago about society and what's happening.
Just a sense of encouragement, a minute of uplift as you're going down the street and you see that, you know, the streets are speaking the same messages that you might already have inside your head.
Hey, that's beautiful, guys.
Good job. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Wow. This is sick.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Considering everything that's going on around us, thought might as well make it something relevant, temporary, and always political.
We have a new wave coming in Chicago. We're small, but we're still slowly building ourselves up. Shout out all of this stuff. We're gonna do big things. Appreciate it.
I want to be great. That's what I want to do. I want to make my parents proud, and I want to be able to give the world a brand new, just breath of fresh air, honestly. I want to do things that people have never seen, and just by doing that, I have to be original. I have to get off my lazy ass and fucking draw and shit. To create, to control, to conquer.
Hopefully, cakes will be known around Chicago, like Jam and Spooky are. Hopefully, I see it everywhere. I want it to be from Pilsen all the way to the suburbs, up north too. I want my spray paint and I want my tag to be everywhere. I want people to know me, but not know me.
Me personally, I like seeing my shit out in the open. I'll always like doing freights. I just hope to see them, like, you know, pictured up. You know, probably somewhere dope, like the mountains or some shit. You know, like, it'd be like a big ass freight yard and there's mountains in the background and then somebody take a picture, you know. It's just dope to see, like, it's dope to see your stuff travel, you know, it travels the world, basically.
I ain't never gonna stop being an artist, bro. Yo soy un artista, bro. I'm an artist. So with that being said, graffiti is art, and I'm graffiti, and graffiti is me, bro. I'm gonna stay in this shit. There's gonna be some walls they're gonna be up. There's walls right now that stayed up.
Graffiti is probably the most ephemeral art form in the world. You know, not many people get to do a graffiti piece and go back to it 30 years and look at it. Like, Mother Nature will buff you herself.
Every piece that I do is a memorable piece because regardless of the situation that I was in, each piece has its own story, bro. I was in a different time in my life than I was right now. And when I look at those pieces, I look back and I'm just like, oh shit, I was doing this, I was fucked up, or damn, I was good in life, man. I was thriving, bro.
We'd find, you know, these tunnels or just huge stone walls and really start visioning like a project to put on the wall, paint something super cool, and for it to last for days, weeks, months, and it's something we can always go back and look at and be like, that was our experience, that was like our memory, and like that for us is a memory or a moment we like to keep because it's just, there's that meaning behind it, you know, like it's just something for us to look back at and remember.